Rare earth elements. Just the name alone conjures images of futuristic technology and mysterious minerals, almost as if they belong in the pages of a science fiction novel. But despite their exotic-sounding names and the air of mystery that surrounds them, rare earth elements are not only real, but they are also absolutely vital to the way we live today. These elements are the unsung heroes of modern technology, quietly powering the devices and systems we rely on every single day. From the moment you wake up and check your phone, to the time you drive your electric car or use a computer at work, rare earths are working behind the scenes. There are 17 rare earth elements in total, all found scattered throughout the Earth's crust. Despite their name, most of them are actually relatively abundant in nature, but they are rarely found in concentrated deposits, which makes extracting them a complex and challenging process. Their names, like neodymium, dysprosium, and yttrium, might be hard to pronounce, but their importance is impossible to overstate. These elements are the backbone of our high-tech society, enabling innovations that have transformed the way we communicate, travel, and generate energy. Just think about the technologies you use every day. Smartphones that fit in your pocket yet connect you to the world, electric cars that promise a cleaner future, wind turbines that harness the power of nature, and even advanced military systems that keep nations secure. All of these rely on rare earth elements in some way. What makes rare earths so special? It's their unique magnetic, luminescent, and conductive properties. For example, neodymium is used to make incredibly strong magnets, which are essential for everything from headphones to hard drives to the motors in electric vehicles. Europium and terbium help create the vibrant colors on your phone and TV screens. Because of these remarkable properties, rare earths are irreplaceable in many high-tech products. There simply aren't any good substitutes that can do the job as well, which makes them critical to the continued advancement of technology. Imagine a world without rare earths. Your smartphone screen wouldn't light up with those crisp, bright colors. Your electric car wouldn't have the power to move efficiently, and renewable energy systems like wind turbines would be far less effective. Our daily lives would look very different. As the world races toward a greener, more technologically advanced future, the demand for rare earth elements is skyrocketing. Clean energy solutions, advanced electronics, and even medical devices are all driving up the need for these critical materials. But with this growing reliance comes a new set of challenges. The supply chain for rare earths is complex and often fragile, with most of the world's production concentrated in just a few countries. This has put a spotlight on China, which dominates the global rare earth market. Understanding how these tiny elements shape our world and who controls their supply is more important than ever. For decades, China has stood at the very heart of the global rare earth industry, shaping the landscape of this crucial sector. Rare earth elements, a group of 17 metallic minerals, are essential for the production of everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to advanced military technology and renewable energy systems. These minerals are the backbone of modern innovation, and China's grip on their supply has given it immense influence over the world's technological future. China is home to the world's largest reserves of these critical minerals, with vast deposits scattered across its territory. The country's unique geology has blessed it with an abundance of rare earth resources, far surpassing the reserves found in most other nations. This natural advantage has allowed China to become the primary source for these indispensable materials, making it a linchpin in the global supply chain. But it's not just about having the minerals. Over the years, China has invested heavily in developing cutting-edge technology and building a robust infrastructure to mine, refine, and process rare earth elements with remarkable efficiency. State-of-the-art processing plants and advanced extraction techniques have enabled China to produce rare earths at a scale and cost that few other countries can match. This technological edge has further cemented its dominance in the industry. As a result, China has emerged as the world's leading supplier of rare earth elements, exporting vast quantities to markets across the globe. Its ports bustle with activity as containers filled with these valuable materials are shipped to manufacturers and industries worldwide. The sheer scale of China's exports has made it the go-to source for countries seeking a steady and affordable supply of rare earths. Today, many nations, both developed and developing, rely heavily on China to meet their rare earth needs. From the United States and Europe to Japan and South Korea, industries around the world depend on Chinese rare earths to power their economies and fuel technological progress. This reliance has created a complex web of interdependence, tying the fortunes of global industries to China's rare earth sector. However, this deep dependence has also sparked growing concerns about potential vulnerabilities. As geopolitical tensions rise and trade disputes become more frequent, policymakers and business leaders worry about the risks of relying so heavily on a single supplier. The possibility of supply disruptions, whether due to political decisions or unforeseen events, has become a pressing issue for governments and corporations alike. These fears were realized when China recently made the dramatic decision to halt the export of certain rare earth minerals. The move sent shockwaves through global markets, as industries scrambled to secure alternative supplies, and governments rushed to assess the impact on their economies. News headlines around the world highlighted the potential consequences of China's actions, underscoring just how critical rare earths have become. The immediate aftermath saw empty warehouse shelves, soaring prices, and heightened volatility in commodity markets. Traders and manufacturers faced uncertainty as they tried to navigate the rapidly changing landscape. The decision exposed the fragility of global supply chains and raised urgent questions about how to ensure a stable and secure supply of these vital materials in the future. In response, countries around the world are now racing to find alternative sources of rare earth elements. From ramping up mining operations in Australia and the United States to investing in new exploration projects in Africa and South America, the search for new suppliers is underway. The world is determined to reduce its dependence on a single nation and build a more resilient and diversified rare earth supply chain for the future. The impact of China's decision is being felt globally, particularly in sectors heavily reliant on rare earths. The United States and Europe, with their burgeoning tech and green energy industries, are particularly vulnerable. The automotive industry, for example, is facing challenges. Electric vehicles require significant amounts of rare earths for their batteries and motors. A shortage could disrupt production and slow down the transition to electric mobility. Similarly, the renewable energy sector is feeling the heat. Wind turbines rely on rare earth magnets for their efficient operation. A disruption in supply could hinder the growth of wind energy in the fight against climate change. As the world grapples with this new reality, attention is turning to other potential sources of rare earth elements. Australia, with its vast mineral wealth and stable political environment, is emerging as a key player. Australia possesses the world's sixth largest reserves of rare earth elements. While its current production is relatively small compared to China, it has the potential to ramp up significantly. Australia is already a major player in the global mining industry with well-established infrastructure and expertise. This positions it well to capitalize on the growing demand for rare earths and potentially fill the gap left by China. Despite its potential, Australia faces certain challenges in its quest to become a rare earth powerhouse. One of the key obstacles is the environmental impact of mining. Extracting rare earth elements can be environmentally challenging. It often involves dealing with radioactive materials and managing potential water and land contamination. Addressing these environmental concerns is crucial for Australia to gain public support for expanding its rare earth mining operations. Sustainable mining practices, coupled with robust environmental regulations, will be essential. In today's rapidly evolving global economy, the demand for rare earth elements has never been higher. These minerals are essential for powering everything from smartphones and electric vehicles to renewable energy technologies and advanced defense systems. Recognizing the critical importance of diversifying the rare earth supply chain, Australia has taken proactive steps to position itself as a key player on the world stage. The country is not only ramping up its own mining operations but is also actively seeking collaborations and strategic partnerships with other nations to ensure a stable and secure supply of these vital resources for the future. These international partnerships are designed to achieve more than just securing a steady supply of rare earths. They are also focused on promoting responsible and sustainable mining practices that protect the environment and benefit local communities. By investing in cutting-edge technologies and eco-friendly equipment, Australian mining companies are working to minimize their environmental footprint. Environmental monitoring and land rehabilitation efforts are now standard practices, ensuring that mining activities do not come at the expense of the planet's health. These efforts are setting new benchmarks for sustainability in the mining sector, inspiring other countries to follow suit. The United States, for example, has identified Australia as a critical partner in its mission to reduce its dependence on China for rare earth elements. This strategic alliance is built on mutual trust and shared values, with both countries recognizing the importance of supply chain security in an increasingly uncertain world. High-level meetings and trade agreements have paved the way for deeper cooperation, and both governments are committed to supporting joint initiatives that will benefit their economies and strengthen their geopolitical positions. As part of this collaboration, Australia and the United States are exploring a range of joint ventures and investments in both mining and processing facilities. These projects are designed to add value at every stage of the supply chain, from extraction and processing to export and end-use manufacturing. By pooling their resources and expertise, the two countries are working to create a more resilient and transparent supply chain that can withstand global disruptions and market fluctuations. Collaborations like these are essential for accelerating the development of a more robust and sustainable rare earth supply chain. International conferences and expert panels are bringing together leaders from government, industry, and academia to share knowledge and best practices. These forums are helping to identify new opportunities for innovation and cooperation, ensuring that the global community can meet the growing demand for rare earths in a responsible and ethical manner. By sharing expertise, technology, and resources, countries can work together to overcome the challenges of rare earth production and distribution. This spirit of international cooperation is not only strengthening supply chains, but also fostering innovation and driving progress toward a more sustainable future. As the world continues to transition to cleaner energy and advanced technologies, these collaborative efforts will be crucial in ensuring that everyone has access to the critical minerals needed to power the next generation of growth and development. The world is at a critical juncture. The need for rare earth elements is only going to increase in the coming years. This presents both challenges and opportunities. While China's dominance in the rare earth industry is unlikely to disappear overnight, the current situation presents a unique opportunity for other countries like Australia to step up and play a more prominent role. By embracing sustainable mining practices, fostering global partnerships, and investing in innovation, Australia can help secure the supply of these critical minerals and pave the way for a more sustainable and prosperous future for all.